I was just fueling my truck like any normal day. The station was quiet, nothing unusual at all. I didn't expect any trouble that morning, but someone was already watching me closely. She looked angry before even speaking. That's when everything started. Out of nowhere, she stormed toward me, dressed fancy, acting like she owned the place. She pointed at me and started yelling, demanding I stop pumping gas immediately. I stayed calm and didn't react, but she was just getting started. I ignored her and kept fueling my truck. She got louder, trying to cause a scene. People nearby started watching us. She wanted attention, and she got it, but I wasn't going to argue. I knew something she didn't. Then she pulled out her phone, said she was calling the police on me. I didn't stop her at all. In fact, I let her make that call, because I knew how this would end. And it was in her favor. Minutes later, police cars arrived, lights flashing, officers stepping out quickly. She ran to them like she had won, pointing at me like I was a criminal. But I stayed exactly where I was, completely calm and relaxed. The officers came over to question me. She kept interrupting, shouting nonstop, trying to control the whole situation. But I answered calmly and clearly. The officers started getting confused. Something didn't add up for them. One officer looked at me carefully, then glanced back at her behavior. He could tell something was off. She was overreacting way too much, and I was too calm for a criminal. That's when things shifted. I slowly reached into my pocket and showed them my official badge. The moment they saw it, everything changed. Their expressions went from serious to shocked, because I wasn't just anyone. I was their police chief. Her face instantly dropped in shock. She stepped back, completely speechless. All that confidence disappeared. Now she realized her mistake, but it was already too late. She had crossed the line. The officers immediately stood straight, showing me respect right in front of her. The situation flipped completely. Now she was the one in trouble, and everyone could see it clearly. Her attitude changed fast. One officer even gave a slight salute, acknowledging my authority on the spot. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. Everything was slipping out of her control. Her voice started getting weaker. Confidence turned into panic. She tried arguing again, but it failed. The officers weren't listening anymore. Now they focused on her behavior, asking her serious questions instead. She didn't have good answers, and it showed clearly. An officer started writing a report, taking notes of everything she said. Her expressions turned nervous now. She knew she messed up badly. There was no way out anymore. Reality finally hit her. I stood there calmly beside my truck, watching everything unfold quietly. No anger, no shouting at all, just letting the truth speak. Sometimes silence says everything, and this was one of those times. The officers warned her strictly, explaining the consequences of her actions. Her attitude completely changed now, from aggressive to defensive instantly. She had nothing left to say. The situation was over for her. One officer pointed toward the exit, clearly telling her to leave immediately. She hesitated for a second, still trying to process everything. But she had no choice left. She had to walk away. She turned and walked off angrily, looking back one last time at me. But this time, no shouting, no power, no control anymore. Just frustration and embarrassment. A complete turnaround. I calmly finished fueling my truck, like nothing ever happened there. The tension slowly faded away. People stopped watching the scene. Everything returned to normal. Just another quiet moment. The gas station went silent again. No shouting, no chaos left. Just peaceful surroundings like before. It felt like the storm had passed, and everything was back in place, exactly how it should be. The police cars started leaving, lights fading as they drove away, dust rising behind their tires, ending the situation completely. There was nothing left to handle. It was all done. I leaned against my truck for a moment, taking a deep breath calmly. A small smile crossed my face, not because I won, but because justice worked. Exactly how it should. I closed the fuel cap slowly. A simple but satisfying action. Everything was now complete. No stress, no anger left. Just a normal day again. Finally peaceful. Far away, she was still upset, arguing loudly on her phone, trying to blame someone else. But no one was listening now. Her moment was already over, and everyone knew it. The officers shared a small laugh, relaxed now that it was over. Even they saw how it ended. It was a clear situation. No confusion left at all. Everything made sense now. I looked out toward the road ahead, calm, confident, and steady. No need to say anything more. Some lessons speak for themselves, and this was one of them. Clear and simple, the whole station looked peaceful again. Cars passing by like usual. No sign of what happened before. Just a normal day continuing. Life moving forward quietly. As it always does. I started my truck engine, the sound breaking the silence slightly. Ready to move on from this moment. No reason to stay longer. It was time to leave and continue the day. I drove away from the station, leaving everything behind me. The road stretched ahead clearly. No distractions anymore. Just a calm drive forward. Peaceful and steady. The station stood empty behind me, like nothing ever happened there. No chaos, no noise left. Just quiet surroundings again. A moment that came and went. Like many others, some people learn the hard way. Respect isn't something you demand. It's something you earn. And actions always have consequences. Remember that before creating drama. Backhand index pointing right like, and subscribe for more stories.